This freelance job made me over $100,000 in profit in just the last 9 months, and it allowed me to quit my 9 to 5 and start living the life I actually wanted. So let me tell you exactly how it happened. My friend told me about Twitter in around July 2022, but I was honestly just afraid. I was afraid of failure, afraid of what people would think, afraid of putting myself out there online, and so many people face that fear. After some conversation, I was kind of convinced. So in August of 2022, I started my Twitter journey. It was all good for a couple of weeks, but after that, I failed miserably. My Twitter account got suspended due to me spam following everyone. So unfortunately, it just didn't work out for me, and I was lost, honestly. I didn't know what to do, where to go. I didn't know, do I continue? So I ended up giving up on that account. But some people around me told me, Mike, you need to make a new account and just give it everything you got once more. So I decided to create a formula for myself, which included 2 threads per week, 2 posts every single day, and DM 10 people every single day too, and create a massive network of friends. I gained traction fast. I got 1,000 followers in just 15 days. A week later, I had 2,000 followers. I was selling landing pages, which is a 1-page website with just one call to action for a customer. And honestly, I didn't have any proof that I could do it. To me, I didn't feel like I could do it. I had no technical background whatsoever, and I was not confident either. So I had to do one thing. I needed to learn quickly, so I threw myself in the deep end. I reached out to a lot of people on Twitter from DMing and asked them, could I create a landing page for you in exchange for a testimonial? So after following some basic tutorials, I eventually got it done hours and hours later, and he gave me a testimonial in exchange for that page. Once I put that testimonial out there, everything started coming in. There was so many inbound leads, so many people wanted to work with me. I was like, what is going on? Most didn't have money, but I did get one deal straight away almost, and $50 is all it was worth. I was so excited. I was ecstatic. It honestly made my week, my month, my even year, and it felt amazing. I understood this can work. I was like, yes, and I was willing to push harder and try more. So I kept stacking testimonials and stacking social proof, and in November I actually sold 3k worth of landing pages, and by December I did a 10k month. There was so much social proof, and I was gaining so many followers that I sold 10 landing pages in December, and at 1,000 per page, that made a 10k month. Now, however good that may sound, this is where all my problems just began. I had 10 clients to fulfill for, I had a day job, and I didn't know how to do it. I had no time for anything, no time for sleep, no time for family, friends, girlfriend, no time to even think and reflect on my own day, my own week. I was working 18 hours a day, sleeping 4 or 5 tops, and surviving on nothing. But because I'd earned so much money, I decided it was time to hand in my notice to work and leave and go all in on this freelancing stuff. I had saved up 6 months worth of expenses to my job, but then again things went very bad. In January, after doing a 10k month in December, I only did not even $1,000. So I was nervous, I was worried, but all I could do was focus on fulfillment. That was the main objective. Once I was able to fulfill, I started getting testimonials from clients and case studies, and I even made one client $15,000 in 24 hours. I made a post about this, and it signed to me so many more clients. 20k in February was next up. I did the same thing as I did in December. I just started posting some viral content, started posting some case studies, testimonials, and I doubled my price, and people were still paying. So I charged double the amount, but I signed the same amount to clients as in December. So I made $20,000 in 1 month. Because of this, I started hiring developers and designers, and I realized how valuable my time was and how important it was to start creating more and more content and having that cycle where you fulfill for a client, you post a case study or testimonial, you sign another client, fulfill, and that's the cycle, and that's how it goes. It also made me realize there's so many ups and downs in business, and emotionally you have to be strong and be able to deal with that. Get through it. It's a roller coaster all the time, but if you just pull through it and stay consistent every single day, you will succeed. I made the decision to start teaching others on how I got to this level and make sure they don't make the same mistakes that I made myself. I have so many students now doing over 10k per month. Osh signed $18,000 worth of deals in his first 65 days. Andrew even signed a client within 11 days for $1,300. And the thing is, all they did did is follow what I say. There was no reinventing the wheel. They just needed to follow exactly what I told them to do, and they were able to achieve these results. So if you do want to find out more, just hit the link in my description and you can get started straight away. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and subscribe, check out my other videos.